Okay, so today we're going to be doing the second half of 4.3. Yesterday, we divided polynomials with long division. Today, we're going to divide polynomials with synthetic division. So we're just going to jump to the synthetic division slide. Slide number 9. So synthetic division is actually a shortcut for dividing polynomials. It is a lot easier and a lot more fun. We're going to jump right into our first example. For synthetic division, just like how we did with long division, every exponent, every degree of our exponent has to be represented. So are we missing any here?
Yeah.
What are we missing? We're missing an x term, so we're going to have to add in here a 0x. My iPad's not letting me write, so just give me a second. So in here, we put a 0x. Now for synthetic division, we're going to put a division box, but upside down. And we're going to put all of the coefficients of our variables in here. So we have -1, 4, 0, and 9. So in our box, we put -1, 4, 0, and 9. So we have to put them in order. Outside, we put our divisor, so -3, but we have to change the sign. So this would become a +3. So we change the sign. So we put a +3 on the outside. Our first step here is to drop the first number down. So we have a -1 on the outside. Now we multiply the two numbers on the outside. What's 3 times -1? -3. So then we would put the result inside the box here, -3. And then we add the numbers on the inside. So 4 plus -3 or 4 minus 3 would be what? 1. Now again, we multiply the numbers on the outside. So 3 times 1? 3. So we put that inside of our box. Now 0 plus 3? 3. 3 times 3? 9. And then 9 plus 9? 18. So now we would write our answer. Our answer always starts one less term than what we started with here. So we started with an x cubed, so what is our answer going to start with? X squared. And then these are all of our coefficients in our answer. So we would have a -x squared plus x plus 3, and then our last number is always the remainder. So we would write our remainder the same way we did yesterday. We would just say plus 18 over x minus 3. And this is our answer. If we divided this using long division, we would get this same exact answer. Alright, so what goes inside of our box here? The coefficient. So what numbers would go inside? 3, -2, 2, and -5. We got to make sure we're not missing anything. We're good. So we don't need to put a 0 in anywhere. What goes outside? -1. Remember, you have to change this sign. So it becomes -1 on the outside. What do we do first? Bring down the first coefficient. So we have a 3. Now we multiply the outsides together. So -1 times 3? -3. Put our answer inside the box. -2 minus 3? negative 5. Multiply the outsides, negative 1 times negative 5. Positive 5. 5 plus 2. 7. 7 times negative 1. And negative 7 minus 5. Negative 12. So how would we write our answer here? Awesome. 3x squared. So we start our answer with one less term than where we started with. And then our remainder is our last number, and we would put 12 over our divisor, which is x plus 1. So this is our answer. Any questions? All right, next one. What goes inside of our box? 1, negative 3, negative 7, and 6. What goes outside? 2. Remember, we got to change the sign, so 2. So we drop down the 1. What do we do next? Multiply, so 1 times 2. Negative 1. 2 times negative 1. Negative 2. Negative 9. Negative 18. Negative 12. So how do we write our answer? Whoa, that was super quick. X squared minus x minus 9 minus 12 over x minus 2. So this is our x squared, this is our x, this is our constant, and this is our remainder. Any questions? All right, next one. What goes inside of our box? Are we missing any terms? So we got to put in here a 0x squared. So inside of our box we have 2, 0, negative 1, negative 7. What goes outside? Negative 3. Drop down the 2. What's negative 3 times 2? Negative 6. Negative 6 plus 0. Negative 6. Negative 6 times negative 3. 18. 18 minus 1. 17. 17 times negative 3. Negative 51. And negative 51 minus 7. Negative 58. So how would we write this? Gregory, go ahead.
Okay. 2x squared minus 6x plus 17, remainder negative 58 over x plus 2.
Awesome. 2x squared minus 6x, it's supposed to be a 6, plus 17 minus 58 over x plus 3. Perfect. So this is our x squared term, this is our x, this is our constant, and this one's our remainder. At the remainder theorem. So the remainder theorem tells you that synthetic division can be used to evaluate a polynomial function. So to evaluate f of x when x is equal to some number, we divide f of x by x minus that number, and the remainder will be f of that number. So we're looking for the remainder here. So this makes a lot more sense when we do the example. So we use synthetic division to evaluate. We've seen this where we just take -4 and plug it into all of our x's in our equation. But today we're going to do a shortcut where we don't have to plug it in, use our calculator, and do 4 cubed times 5. So it's going to be a little bit easier. So for these problems where we evaluate and we have x's equal to some number, we're taking that number and that's our number on the outside. We don't have to flip the sign. It's just -4 on the outside. So when x is equal to that number, we don't change the sign. It's only when we had like x plus 4, that would be where we change it to -4. What goes inside of our box? 5, -1, 13, and 29. We drop the 5. So we got a 5 outside. Oh my goodness. Five. So 5 times -4. -20 minus 1. -21. -21 times -4. 84. 84 plus 13. 97 times -4. -3, 80. 88. And then -3, 88 plus 29. -359. So here, our answer is just -359. So when we're evaluating, our remainder is our answer. So we would get the same thing if we took -4 and plugged it into all of our x's here and solved for f of x, or f of -4. Any questions here? So we can check this by substituting x is equal to -4 into the original function. So they just plugged in -4 where all of our x's were, solved it out, and got -359. All right, so what goes into the box for number 5? 4.
4 minus 10 minus 21.
Perfect. 4, -10, -21. What goes outside the box?
5.
5. Remember, when it's just x is equal to, we do not change the sign. So just 5 goes outside. We drop the 4, multiply the outsides. So 5 times 4?
20.
What comes next?
You subtract 20 from 10. Or 10 from 20.
So 10. Now what?
We multiply 5 times 10 is 50. So 50 minus 21.
So 29. So what's our answer? 29.
The remainder.
The remainder. So 29 is our answer. Any questions there? All right, last one for the day. Number 6. Are we missing any terms?
Yes.
What are we missing?
2 or just 2.
Yep, we're missing the x squared, so we need to put a 0 in there. So what goes inside of our box?
Inside 5 plus 2 minus 20 minus 6.
5, 2, 0. We can't forget that 0 that we just put in there. -20 and -6. What goes outside?
2.
2. So we drop the 5. So 2 times 5.
10.
10 plus 2.
12 and now 24.
What's next?
24 at the bottom.
And then?
48.
And then?
28. 56. And then 50.
So what's our answer?
That's the final answer.
50.
Would it be, why is it 24 not over? Isn't it 24 19?
This one?
Not the one to the left.
24 plus 0. 0 plus 24. So that's why it's positive. So our answer is 50. Alright, that's it for the notes today. You guys do not have to turn in notes.